Hey, what's up, guys? This is Vince here at Sun Services Garage. I got my box here doing 2012 Dodge Ram 1500. It's got the Hemi engine in it, MDS system. So yeah, we got the tapping noise going on in it. Misfire cylinder 8. It's not. We checked out all the usual suspects. We did a compression check. Then I just went ahead and took off the valve cover and turned it on and just watched the lifter and see how it was lifting. And yeah, number 8. So it's definitely the hydraulic lifter that's gone on it. Usually eats up at the camshaft as well. So yeah, on the bench here I got the kit that just came in for it. Let me show you. Alright, well, here we got a basic kit. I've used this kit, this will probably be my 6th, 7th one I've used from this same particular vendor. I've ordered this one. It's not Mopar, it's not it, but it was pretty good. I hadn't had any problems with it. I've probably done, like I said, this particular vendor, about 7 of them in the last 2 years, year and a half or so, and I haven't had any problems with it. It seems to have been standing up to what needed to be done. Obviously, if you want to get more performance, go ahead with comp cams and etc., etc. This one here is just to get rid of the noise. This particular vehicle, I have another one that I already have it sitting in the back. It's a 2010 Dodge Ram, same thing. It's waiting in the back for when this one comes out. Then I'll get the other one in there, and same kit, same exact procedure. Gonna get done to that one. This kit here is about $700 or something like that, and then a couple of other little accessories and things that I get. So you got about $900 or something like that in parts, gaskets, etc. Let me just go through it quickly. Seals, oil pan. This will be the right after you take the oil pan out. This is the pan the gasket that's right on there. It gets bolted on with a couple of bolts. So usually, if you pull the pan down, this doesn't come along with it. You have to get a couple of other bolts out the way, the pickup tube, etc., etc. These are gaskets for the front, seal, water pump, etc. You got the cam sprocket. This is the timing chain tensioner, new timing chain. Comes with the guides as well. This over here is the exhaust manifold gaskets. You also have valve cover gaskets, the gaskets for the cylinder, the spark plug, the head gaskets, a couple of the miscellaneous gaskets. Then you have these are the seals, the vibe seals. There you go. That's what they are. You gotta forgive me. It's probably about 9 o'clock in the evening right now, and I've been at this since probably 9 o'clock this morning. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty tired now. 5-hour energy will keep me going till maybe midnight or 1. These are some heads I got over here for Ford Taurus. We'll show you that later. I blew out the head gasket on one end, and also the water pump was out on it, 3.5. Had these machined at the bottom, got them nice and resurfaced. Now I'm just gonna put all the top end stuff back on and pop them in with some new, but I'll show you that in another video. Let me go back over here so I can show you. We also got the camshaft. Left that over here. This is the Dodge Ram that we're working on. Look, it's a hole sticking out the window. Nope, it's not a snorkel. But yeah, there we go. Alright. As you can see, everything is pretty much out of it. I wish I had the light, but I don't. Let me see if I can get the light on this on. No, anyways, it's not wanting to come on. Okay, well, anyhow, over here is the cam. Yeah, that's my motorcycle engine sitting on there. I'm gonna build that up soon. Well, this is the new cam that's going in there. Also came with the kit. Like I said, it's pretty complete. Everything is off. I already got the valve covers off. Everything is loosened up. The exhaust manifolds are out. Basically, what I'm gonna do now is, you can see the timing cover is off as well. Now I'm just gonna set it in time. You don't have to do that right now. You can go ahead and take off your heads and stuff like that. Get your rocker arms out the way. You want to take the rocker arms and put everything kind of back the way it was. I know some people say that it doesn't have to go back the way it was, but old school mentality. If you take off one thing from one, put it right back in the same place. You know, valve train components, they usually tend to wear, so keep the wear on the same area. And things wear a little differently from one to the other. So just put them back. I usually just put them in the valve cover. I have the valve cover off to the side, and I'll put them right in there in the same order that I took them off in. Keeps them in there. Then take the bolts off, pop them out. I'll show you that in a little bit later in the video. But yeah, and in the front here, I'm gonna get some light and then I'll show you how to kind of time this. It's so simple, it's ridiculous. Like I said, a lot of people were afraid of this job, but it's a little time consuming, but something that the average Joe should be able to do and not a problem. Alright, this is a continuation of this Dodge Ram video. Yeah. Right now, you can see I'm right inside. This is a good thing about these. Sometimes I'll take off the condenser and radiator and this front, and you have even more space. But you can easily just get right inside here in the engine bay and work on everything. I was in here just because I was using the breaker bar to get these bolts out. You can see I took the rocker arms already out, both of them out. I got them over there sitting in the head in the valve cover, like I said. So the one we had the problem with is the one back here in the 8. So basically I already loosened all of these up. Now I'll take me and my electric ratchet, come all out. The exhaust manifold is already loose as well. So that's off. So basically it'll be just pry it up a bit and take it out. Alright, I'm going to do the same on the other side, and then we'll proceed to get into the front here to time it. Once we get inside, take these heads off, we'll see the lifters in there. The cam sprocket here has a little line that has to be facing straight up. That'll be the mark, and also you'll see the piston on this side, number 1, be on top dead center as well. So that'll come all the way up, and then you'll see the little line on the camshaft sprocket here. Just get it straight up, and that'll be basically it there. And then you have the tensioner right down here. There's a little hole around the side there, so basically pushed it in. We're not going to reuse this one, but if you were reusing this, you would push it in, put the little pin in it, then take the 2 10mm bolts off, take it out, and you can then put it back in and reuse it if you're reusing it. But our kit came with all of these things new, so we'll just replace the entire tensioner. Then you can just lay this off to the side. You can take it out. I mean, it's time, so you can take it out and put it back. But I usually just take it off, lay it over to the side, and then take the cam out. Yep, that'll be that. Okay, now we have the 2 heads off. Left and right heads are out. Like I said earlier in the video, I took off this side of the lifters and showed you. I just want to give you a heads up that some of the lifters have no pin on them. Those are the ones that are not part of the MDS. And then the ones that get activator. The activator have these actual pin that goes through. You can see the little hole there, and this is what makes it activate, deactivate. Anyhow, so you just want to make sure that you have the ones that are supposed to have the pins in it in the right places, and the ones that don't are in the right places. This is the set that comes, but this is what happens sometimes when you get them in a bag like this. They're all pulled out of the actual base that holds them on, so you won't know which ones have pins and which one. So just make sure that when you pull them out, like I said, I usually pull them out and just lay them right on top. Obviously, if you have any of the old datas and stuff like that, it would show you where it's at. But for the person who's doing it at home, who's never done it before, just lay them out where they go, and then match them up before you put the other ones in, and make sure you got them in the right places. Probably the easiest way to do it. Alright, or you can just hit me up and I'll let you know which ones go where. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we also got new bolts. So these are the bolts that came out of this. We'll use the small 10mm bolts, but the big bolts we're not gonna reuse. So these we'll toss out. I usually keep them around for projects and stuff like that, and holding engines onto the engine stand, etc., that type of stuff. But yeah, we have new bolts came in. All the lifters came in the kit. Like I said, it's a pretty complete kit, so it's pretty cool. Alright, so next step will be timing the front here and removing the cover and getting that cam out, putting the new one in. I have this little digital boroscope inspection camera. It's pretty neat. When I bought my Altel Ultra, I got this as little kit, came in free with it. So it's pretty cool. But like I said, this is an inspection camera. I put that little camera down the tube there just to show and get a look at what the lobe is on the actual camshaft. And yeah, it's pretty eaten up. So when I pull that out, I'll show you guys, and you can see that lobe is really gone. Sometimes when you start getting a little tick and stuff like that, when the lifters is failing, you can take out the lifters, just replace the lifters, and then no damage on the actual lobe of the cam. But no, this one was pretty far gone. It already had the misfire inside there, the constant misfire on cylinder 8. So yeah, it was already pretty chewed up. So it's time to just get the entire camshaft swapped out. Yeah. Okay. Alright, this is the camshaft that's out now from the Dodge Ram. This is the new one, obviously. The old one, number 8, where I was telling you that it was eaten up, yeah, you can see where it just ate right into. Look at the amount of wear it has. You can see this lip here is supposed to be flat, straight across like this. You can see the new lobe on here, nice and flattened the entire. This one ate right into it, and actually you can see the edges, the lips that are on the side now, even ate a little bit on the exterior side of it. So I guess it started to jump right across and move around, and yeah, it was pretty bad. Alright, well, start installing everything back in, and that would be that.